Well, Mike, since it's Oscar season and Oscar is king, I thought maybe we'd play a little game. It's called Oscar Quote or Bible Verse.
Cool, so how do we play?
Alright, here's how we play. I'll read you a line, and you have to guess whether or not it is a Bible verse or a line from an Oscar-winning movie or actor.
Well, this just sounds way too easy, Captain Nighttime. Why don't we just get my 3-year-old niece to sit in for me?
Here we go. A merry heart does good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones.
That's probably from an Academy Award-nominated actor.
Oh, sorry. That is actually Proverbs 17, verse 22.
Cool, it actually sounded like a pappy-sappy rom-com to me.
Next question. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
You know, that sounds pretty biblical. I'm going to take a guess that that came out of the Bible.
That's correct, Mike. That would be from 1 Peter 5, verse 8.
You said Peter.
Question number 3. You have to do the best with what God gave you.
Could that be another Bible verse?
Oh, sorry. That was actually a line from 1994's Forrest Gump, and it was read by actress Sally Field, who played the title character's mother.
You know, side note, Sally Field's character actually sleeps with Forrest Gump's principal in that movie. That guy is actually from Wapaton. His name is Sam Anderson. He also played Mr. Gorpley on Perfect Strangers.
Okay, I'll do the trivia here.
And he graduated from UND, sorry.
Question number 4. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah, I know that one. That one's Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, sorry. That was actually a biblical account of King David. And it comes from the book of Samuel. I believe he was mildly annoyed with his court gesture.
So he was mildly annoyed with you, Captain?
Question number 5. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Well, that's easy. They didn't even have napalm in biblical days. I'm going to say that's from a war movie. I'm going to say that's from a Vietnam War movie. What do you think?
Ah, sorry, Mike. Once again, that's another Bible verse. That's right. This one was about a corrupt tax collector named Zacchaeus, and it's from Luke 19. He died, and when he was risen from the dead, he actually went with, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Oh, come on, Captain. Which version of the Bible are we using here? Luke 19, Zacharias, yeah, nothing about napalm.
Question number 6. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
You know, that sounds a lot like Gone with the Wind to me.
Oh, sorry, Mike, you're really struggling. That was actually a Bible verse, and it was from the Christmas story in the book of Luke 2, verse 7. After Mary told Joseph that she was going to give birth to a child that was not his, Joseph said, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
All right, Captain. You get Mary and Joseph together on the same stage, and when Maury comes out and says, Joseph, you are not the father, see what comes out of his mouth. I guarantee it ain't, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Question number 7. Say hello to my little friend.
It's a movie. Scarface.
Yeah. Yes, that was from Scarface. I just kind of always wanted to do that line. It's kind of fun. That's what I do. Question number 8. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
All right, Captain. You just did the worst Marlon Brando impersonation ever. It's obviously from The Godfather, for Christ's sake.
Judges? Sorry, Mike. The judges are telling me that you're wrong. We have to accept your first answer, which was the Godfather guess, Marlon Brando, which was not correct. But your second guess, Christ, that was him. It was actually from John 1:43, and it was when he tried to recruit the skeptical Nathaniel, also known as Bartholomew, as an apostle.
Bartholomew, Andrew, Peter, Philip, Thomas, John, James, Jude, Judas, Simon, Matthew, all 12 of them think you're full of shit.
Question number 9. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Yeah, alright, trick question. Is it the original Planet of the Apes or the remake of the Planet of the Apes? I'm going with the Charlton Heston version.
Oh, sorry, Mike. That actually goes back to the Old Testament. It's from Genesis 5:32. Noah had a tough time getting those first animals onto the ark.
Oh, come on. Charlton Heston played Moses, not Noah.
And lastly, question number 10. Bible verse or movie quote? You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking to? You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. Who the do you think you're talking to?
You know what? They don't swear in the Bible.
Oh, sorry, Mike. That too is from the Bible, and I believe it was said by Robert De Niro just before he was trapped in the belly of a whale.
Well, how fitting that I got jobbed by a story about Job.
Actually, the whale ate Jonah, not Job.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Hey, it's Die Hard.
Nope. The second letter of Paul to the Thessalonians. We're done here.
I'll be back.
There's a really big show tonight. A really big show tonight.
About 600 years ago.
Hey man, did you hear? The Pope quit today. What? No way. You can't do that. He surely can. He's infallible. Don't they make a little blue pill for that? No, infallible. It's incapable of making errors in defining doctrines touching on faith and morals. So what are we going to do now? Elect a new pope, I would imagine. Well, how does that work? All the cardinals get together in a secret ballot, and they all vote until somebody gets 2/3 plus 1% of the vote. At that point, the ballots are burned. After each vote, if black smoke emerges, it indicates a failed ballot and no pope. When white smoke emerges, we got a new pope. 2 kinds of smoke. Now you're talking my language. No, it's because the cardinals meet in isolation. It's really the only way they can inform the public about the election proceedings. They couldn't tweet it? Yeah, I suppose they could. Right on. But it's a little more formal than that. Like how? Well, for one, the ceremony is conducted at the Sistine Chapel at the Vatican, and it's called a conclave. Wouldn't it be weird if conclave was just a Latin term that meant pinochle tournament? Stop f***ing around, we're talking about the church here. Yeah, I guess. Well, what about that Martin Luther guy? He keeps saying all this stuff about the church and how terrible it is. That guy is a blasphemer. A what firmer? He's a liar, and he's trying to ruin the church. Hey, you want to order a pizza? Sorry, I can't. I'm going to dinner and a movie. Hey, that's my girlfriend. What movie are you gonna see?
Safe Haven.
I heard it's good. Man, you are so whipped.
Why does one team have colorful costumes while the other team has black and white costumes?
They're not costumes, they're uniforms.
Why does one team have colorful uniforms while the other team has black and white uniforms?
The team in red is the San Francisco 49ers. They're the home team, so they get to wear the colored uniforms. The visiting team wears the whites.
So the Super Bowl is in San Francisco?
No, it's in New Orleans.
Then how is San Francisco the home team? Shouldn't both teams wear white uniforms?
They can't both wear white uniforms. No one can tell which players belong to which team.
Sure they could. They're wearing different colored hats. Why did he throw it to the other team? Why does number 78 look so puffy?
That's Bryant McKinney.
Oh, is he the one who owes you money?
Yes.
Hey, isn't that the greatest receiver of all time?
No, Jerry Rice retired a long time ago.
These announcers really seem to know what they're talking about. Did you know that the two coaches are brothers? What the heck is wrong with that Ray Lewis guy?
Captain Night Time's totally not dirty limerick. Captain Night Time's totally not dirty limerick.
There once was a cat named Paige who went off into a rage. She was all out of treats, so she took to the streets, but cat anger is hard to gauge.
Welcome to the Oscars edition of The Really Big Shoe. With a tribute to our favorite film of the year, here's the Mandan Moving Company. From under a top hat, fighting a war against the whole South. Who's in the running for the best picture? Everyone knows it's Lincoln. Who's nominated for best direction? Steven Spielberg, obviously. Who's up for best supporting actor? Tommy Lee Jones and Lincoln. And Lincoln has Daniel Day, and Lincoln is who he plays, and Lincoln has primo seats at Ford's Theater, at Ford's Theater. And Lincoln has Daniel Day, and Lincoln is who he plays, and Lincoln has primo seats at Ford's Theater, at Ford's Theater. Who's nominated for the best music. Holy crap, it's the John Williams. Who's going home with all of the trophies? Everyone knows it's Lincoln. Who's speaking out from under a top hat, fighting a war against the whole South? Who's in the running for the best picture? Everyone knows it's Lincoln.
This episode of The Really Big Shoe is brought to you in special part by W&W Chocolate Candies. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. What do you mean I said it wrong? Well, I don't know. I've never had them before. I'm more of a Reese's guy. I'm not going to redo it. They're paying us how much? Okay. Sorry, Mike. Let's shoot this again. You can edit this later, right? Okay. This episode of The Really Big Shoe is brought to you in special part by M&M's Chocolate Candy. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
We here at The Really Big Shoe take our role in public discourse very seriously. That's why in this episode we're introducing a new segment. It's called Commentary with Captain Nighttime. With his thoughts about gun control, here's Captain Nighttime.
Well, Mike, as you know, I feel like it's important to keep our viewers informed on current events, and I know this is a big deal in the news lately, gun control issue. And I guess the way I feel about it is gun control is a really complex issue, and I've kind of always agreed with the wording that guns don't actually kill people. I guess technically it's the bullet that kills the person, because the gun... Well, I guess there is the occasional pistol whippings, which doesn't really seem like it would happen in real life. It's more of a 80s action type of deal. That reminds me. Did you hear that they're doing a new Die Hard movie? Why would they do that? I don't understand. I hope it's not as god-awful as that piece of shit remake of Red Dawn. Because, man, that is one terrible movie. So anyway, in conclusion, I guess what I was trying to say is Weekend at Bernie's 2 is definitely the best movie of the 1980s. Thank you. Hey, did you know that you can email us at thereallybigshoetv@gmail.com? That's right. Email us today. Hey, Mike. I'm in Montana, reporting live from historic Webo, Montana. It's Captain Nighttime.
What's so historic about it, Captain?
Oh, I'm here in historic downtown Webo, Montana today, reporting live. God's country. Of course, we come across first the Stockman Bank. It's where Bonnie and Clyde notoriously stopped for free cookies at the Stockman Bank bakery. Next, we come across the Webo General Store, where nothing specific really happened. Old sleepy cowboy town. This is a famous Firelight bar, where of course Doc Holliday was shot and killed by Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, back in the Old West. antiques and things for rent if anyone's interested. Next we come across the famous Rainbow Club, which of course sounds like it would be a gay bar, but the state of Montana does not legally recognize gay bars or gay people, although they do recognize leprechauns, which is sort of weird. Next up, the Stockman Bar, which is a great place to stop and eat, unless you're a cow. And of course the Shamrock, which I don't know if any of you saw that Vin Diesel movie, Knockaround Guys. A lot of it was shot here. Knockaround Guys, of course, was nominated for 0 Academy Awards. And as they say in the business, it's an honor just to not be nominated. Look at that. We got salons to the left of me, saloons to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you guys. That's from the Old West days. I believe they used to tie horses to those while they went and did their cowboy thing. And this is it. This is where my adventures end. See you guys all later. Reporting live from Montana. Captain Nighttime. If I were a pirate, I definitely would not wear an eye patch. Just think of the huge advantage that would give me over all the other pirates.
On a morning from a Bogart movie, in a country where they turn back time, you go strolling through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. She comes out of the sun in a silk dress, running like a watercolor in the rain. Don't bother asking for explanation, she'll just tell you that she came in the year of the cat. She doesn't give you time for questions as she locks up your arm in hers, and you follow till your sense of which direction completely disappears. By the blue tiled walls near the market stalls, there's a hidden door she leads you to. These days, she says, I feel my life just like a river running through the year of the cat.
Hello, my name is Blinky, and I am a real boy.
Thank you, Mandan.